Welcome to Keeping It Realty.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Realty. I'm your host, Martha Smith.
And I'm your co-host, Natalia Parentoni.
And today we're going to bring you a little story time of a nightmare deal that I'm currently dealing with.
I'm ready. Spill it.
Oh, okay. So back in November, we found a cute little house for $245,000. It's a block home in Tampa.
Okay.
For my buyers.
Wow. Where did you find that?
Exactly.
That's like finding a unicorn right now.
Exactly. $245,000 a block home in Tampa, guys, is a unicorn. Okay. So we find it. Going right into it. We write our offer. We get it accepted. I even negotiated some closing costs for my buyers. It was great.
Amazing.
So the first contingency is the inspection, right? The first week after they accept our offer, we go into our inspection period. And our inspector found that there was a little bit of a plumbing issue in the kitchen sink and in the bathroom sink.
Wow.
Yeah. But not just that.
Sounds like a terrible.
Well, not really. I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but I told another agent about it, and they were like, oh, that's probably an easy fix. You know, hire a plumber. It could have been just a little leaky faucet or whatever.
Okay.
Another thing that I have to point out is that this deal is the seller is an investment firm, not just an investor, but it's a group of investors. Okay, so in order for them to agree on anything, it's like a back and forth thing, and it takes longer than usual.
Right.
So again, this deal is from November. We inspect it. We find some plumbing issues. We get back to the seller and we tell them, hey, there's some plumbing issues. We want you to look into this. It takes them 2 weeks before they even can get back to us and be like, listen, we had to hire a plumber to do like a scope.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Tell me all about it.
So it's kind of like, you know how humans get a colonoscopy?
Yes.
Okay, but this is like for a house. It's a colonoscopy for a house. A plumber comes in with a little camera and does it. It's super expensive, by the way. That's why it took them so long to agree to do it.
Wait, hold on. How much was it?
No. I don't know how much that was, but it costs us a lot of money. The actual repairs is what I know.
Okay, got it.
And we're going to get there. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
So they found with the colonoscopy to the house. Yeah. I'm going to stop saying that now.
Yeah,
but
please
with
stop.
the scope, they came back and it was $25,000 worth of repairs. And what had happened was that there was a root from a tree that broke multiple pieces of the plumbing underneath the house.
What a nightmare.
Tell me about it, right? So not only do they have to replace that plumbing that's been broken, you have to break it. Think about this repair. You have to break through the walls, concrete, flooring.
Yeah, drywall, everything.
Everything, right? So we're like, okay, first of
extension.
extension. Exactly. So that was November. Then there was December. And then finally, like the holidays set us back I believe it was like the end of December when they finally agreed that they were going to fix it, because regardless whether our buyer or another buyer, another buyer is going to find the same thing and want it fixed. You know?
Absolutely.
So they agreed, luckily. And so it took them about 2 weeks to fix it. It was a construction zone at the house.
Wow.
And then the build back. The build back is where they come in, they have to match the tile, match everything. So
then what happened?
So then we are finally at a point where the home, we can move forward with it, and we're trying to schedule our closing. And then...
Wait, hold on. Was this the one that you called me one time and they're like, oh my God, you don't even know what just happened?
Yeah. So somebody broke into the yard and tried to steal the AC coils. Okay.
This gets better.
No, yeah. So then we extension, right? So now we have to hire a person to go back and fix the AC. And mind you, I had negotiated before this mess. I had already negotiated a new AC system, not because it didn't work, but because it was old, and they agreed. And I also negotiated like 3% closing costs for my buyers. So like I was, this seller must be like, I hate this woman. She got
like,
$25,000. Yeah, she got $25,000. Like, I don't know how they're making
and like
any
a
money
whole
on
new
this.
brand house.
Yeah,
like,
a brand new house. Okay, but it doesn't end there.
Okay.
They try to steal the coils from the AC, and then that's it. And then we fix it. And this is where we are right now, actually. We're there.
Right now. And today is, wow, really? A month of May.
And so now we're scheduled to close on Monday. So I'm hoping, actually, by the time this episode airs, we've already closed. It was awesome. It was amazing. And I just want you guys to know that I'm having nightmares about it still.
Well, this is real estate.
Yeah, this is real estate. So that was my little story time that I had for you. Do you have any story times for us? The story time about your sellers. That was crazy to me when you told me that. This is important for our listeners to hear.
Okay. Same. 2 investors. Mm-hmm. First of all, one wasn't even supposed to be really involved. He was just, the money handler there. And one was like, hey, this is the numbers. We agreed to a purchasing price, right? And
a selling price, you mean?
A selling price, yeah, a list price. They were good and everything. And I finally got an offer. And
it was a great offer.
It was a great offer. It was actually like...
For list price.
It was the list price. And they were only just asking for like a 2% towards, closing costs or any other fees.
Yeah.
And they said no. I was like, what do you mean no?
Yeah.
It's everything that you're asking for and an easy close. Inspection was like maybe 5 days.
Yeah.
So we were good, right? And they were like, oh no, we're not going to go through with this. And I was like, wait, hold on. Why? Like what's going on? And there was like a bigger issue going on with them too. And to the point where one of the sellers, they were like, I need to buy you out. And that's it. Like they even changed the name, like everything to just one seller.
Wait, but didn't they come back and say they wanted to raise the price after you had already listed it and gotten an offer?
So I had reduced it because that was the whole thing. Right. And then, no, you gotta put it back up. And I was like, wait, what do you mean?
And that's like a big...
No.
It's a big no. After you've agreed to drop the price, if you raise the price, that's going to notify everybody that the price has gone up.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And I had a lot of attraction and it was just...
I know.
Yeah.
I remember you were getting people interested, showing requests after showing requests and offers, and they were just like, no. So they had no intentions
at all
of selling. And you had a cancellation fee, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. So good. At least you did that.
I mean, to the realtors out there, we can also fire our clients. Like if we don't really feel that we're like, happy with all the situation and like it's just going on and you're not getting accepted to the offer, I've literally got you a good asking offer.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
I hope you guys enjoyed our story time. We're going to keep it short and sweet because, that's how we do. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Well, I think like during the situation that you're in, patience is key, right? Trusting the process.
Let me speak on back to my story time. My buyers, this has been tough on me, but forget me. It's been tough on my buyers.
Yeah.
They were expecting to close in 30 days and then we had to extend a month and then extend another month and they're renting. So now the money that they had saved to, the purchase of this house, now they're having to pay rent and additional. So it's been a roller coaster ride. They've wanted to, go looking for another house. But luckily, we were able to, like I said, we negotiated a new AC. The house has a new roof. Now it has new plumbing. Oh, I forgot to mention this. We got it appraised and we're $20,000 under appraised value. So they're walking into this home with $20,000 equity. So
that's amazing.
There's always like a silver lining. Like, it's been a struggle. But at the end of the day, I feel good. And it's like I tell my clients, a little bit of patience, let them fix it. I'm glad that all of this is happening before you've actually purchased it. Because as soon as they sign that paper, and if any of this stuff happens after, it's their house. It's their problem.
And speaking of appraisal, can you explain to us a little bit, for the listeners that don't really know that process?
So the appraisal is an inspector that is hired by your lender or your bank, and they'll come out and they'll put a value on the home. And how they do it is they basically look at the homes that are selling around the neighborhood, and they will determine a price for the home that, the subject property. So
in this case,
the appraisal went out and they appraised the home at $265 and we're purchasing it at $245. So that's a $20,000
So your buyers are already getting that, gaining that equity.
In other words, they can purchase this house and turn around and sell it for $265 because it's worth that.
Correct.
You know, without doing a single thing to it.
And then if it was more, then that's the point where we get to renegotiate, right, with the seller and be like, okay, the lender's not going to lend me that much money. So we need to go back and renegotiate the price.
What do you mean? I'm the buyer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if the appraisal comes in higher, in this case for you, it was less, right? So your buyer's already gaining.
Yeah, right.
In a case that it comes appraised like under. You
mean, so like if we offer 245 and
correct.
the appraisal came in at 230, it's less than that. At that point, we would have to renegotiate with the seller and be like, listen, you sold us a house for this much. My bank is only giving me this much. Are you willing to come down?
That's when we renegotiate.
There's been cases in different markets, like when it's a seller's market and there's like that battle for the house and the buyers they've had it up to here. They really want the house. Yeah, like COVID. They'll offer to pay over asking or over, the appraised value just because they want the home that bad. I would not recommend that, but I could understand why some people would just
like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, but they just wanted the house and wanted to be there.
But goodness.
You renegotiate that stuff. If you found this episode useful, or if you are in need of a real estate agent, you're looking to buy or sell, please reach out to us.
Thank you all for tuning into our podcast. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Don't forget to follow us on social media at keepingitreal_T and share this episode with all your friends.
If you guys have any questions and topics that you guys would like for us for future episodes, let us know. Shoot us a message. We would love to hear from you guys.
See you next time on Keeping It Real T.